Welcome to the Ergonomic and Injury Prevention Training and Educational video. In this video, you'll learn the purpose and importance of having an ergonomic and injury prevention specialist at your place of work. And by the end of this training, you should know the definition of ergonomics, understand musculoskeletal disorders, or MSDs, understand the importance of preventative action, be able to recognize ergonomic risk factors, and know the steps of the ergonomic process. Ergonomics is the science of designing work environments, tools, and processes to fit the needs of the user. It is based on the principle that the design of any job should match the capabilities, limitations, and needs of the worker. The goal of ergonomics is to reduce fatigue, discomfort, and injury in the workplace, and improve efficiency and productivity. Ergonomics is important in the workplace because it provides a way to reduce the risk of injuries, such as repetitive strain injuries, musculoskeletal disorders, and other problems caused by poor design. It can also help to reduce stress and fatigue, increase worker satisfaction, and improve performance. Ergonomic design can also help employers save money. By reducing the risk of injury and improving worker productivity, ergonomics can help employers save on healthcare costs, workers' compensation costs, and lost productivity due to injury or illness. Ergonomics can also help employers create a safer work environment and reduce the risk of liability. Force, posture, and repetition are the primary ergonomic risk factors because they lead to injury, discomfort, and fatigue. Force is the amount of physical energy used when performing a task. Excessive force can lead to injuries such as tendinitis, sprains, and strains. Posture is the position of the body when performing a task. Poor posture can lead to back and neck pain, as well as increase the risk of musculoskeletal disorders, such as sprains, strains, and even disc and spinal injuries. Repetition is the frequency with which a task is performed. Repetitive movements can lead to fatigue and injury, such as carpal tunnel syndrome and tendinitis. All three of these risk factors can lead to decreased productivity, increased healthcare costs, and employee dissatisfaction. The Quick Screen is a very simple qualitative tool to identify and document ergonomic risk factors present at your worksite. This tool includes common problems we look for, such as heavy lifting, heavy pushing, heavy carrying, awkward twisting, looking up or down, working away from the body, poor grip, hand vibration, and contact and impact stress. Some of the most common ergonomic-related workplace discomforts include repetitive strain injuries. RSIs are injuries that are caused by performing the same task or movement repeatedly over time. Common examples include carpal tunnel syndrome, tendinitis, and bursitis. Musculoskeletal disorders. MSDs are injuries and disorders that affect the muscles, tendons, and ligaments. Common examples include back pain, neck pain, shoulder pain, and tendinitis. Low back pain. Low back pain can be caused by poor posture, poor lifting techniques, and even sitting or standing for long periods of time. The pain felt can be a result of muscle strain, hip misalignment, or disc herniation. Neck and shoulder discomfort. Neck and shoulder discomfort is caused by poor posture and can lead to chronic pain. Symptoms include stiffness, pain, and fatigue. Wrist and hand discomforts. Wrist and hand discomforts can be caused by typing for long periods of time and can lead to carpal tunnel syndrome. Symptoms include numbness, tingling, and pain. There are three types of preventative action that can be taken, which are all equally important. Intrinsic actions. A stretching program before work is important because it can help reduce the risk of injury by loosening up tight muscles and improving flexibility. Stretching can also help to improve posture, reduce stress, and increase energy levels. Additionally, stretching can help to improve range of motion and overall performance. A stretching program will, if not already, be designed and implemented for your workplace. At request, a specialist can demonstrate and walk a group through a stretching session. Extrinsic actions. Workplace improvements. Ergonomic improvements at work are changes that are made to the job or the workplace to reduce the risk of injury, improving productivity, and increase comfort. Examples of ergonomic improvement include changes to the workplace, such as adjustable chairs and desks, as well as using ergonomic tools such as pneumatic or automatic crimpers. Additionally, providing ample space for movement and adequate lighting can also improve ergonomics. Assessments, if not already, will be completed on every workstation. Red flags will be prioritized, and changes will be implemented. Not all risks will be observed, so if you have any concern, please speak up so we know which workstations need more attention. Fatigue-reducing actions. Job rotation is one example of what can be done to reduce fatigue and repetitive motion. While preparing the body and fitting the workstation to the worker will reduce injury, when you do the same thing over and over again all day, fatigue of the body and mind can take place. Having employees rotate through different tasks using different movements can reduce the likelihood of injury. Your injury prevention specialist can also provide educational single-point lessons on topics such as posture, lifting techniques, nutrition, and fitness. Some examples include sitting desk setup. Proper positioning and setup of your desk workstation can dramatically decrease your chances of discomfort and injury. Some slight adjustments that can be made include adjusting the chair height so that your feet are flat on the floor and your thighs are parallel to the floor. Placing the monitor directly in front of you, an arm's length away, with the top of the monitor at eye level. Setting the keyboard directly in front of you at elbow level, and making sure the mouse is close to the keyboard within easy reach of your dominant hand. Two-person lifting. When an object is over the recommended single lifting weight of 26 pounds and up to 50 pounds if a machine lift is not available, then a two-person lift technique should be used. Keep in mind that each person is still experiencing the force of about 2/3 of the weight of the object. Both lifters should get as close to the object as possible, squat down, communicate that each lifter has a good grip on the object, and then communicate when the object will be lifted. The object should not be carried, but instead placed onto a cart for transport. Leveraging your body. The same external force that is required to do a task can stress the body differently depending on the individual's technique. Let's take, for example, pressing down on crimpers or a box. If the object is above waist height, you may find that pressing down puts more stress on your wrist, elbows, shoulders, and low back. If you position the object so that the body can be over the top with a neutral wrist, elbow, and shoulder position, and use the weight of your body to apply the downward force, you'll find that it is less stressful on your body and will result in a decreased rate of injury. Understanding macronutrients. Macronutrients are the major nutrients in your body that produce energy, build and maintain body tissue, and regulate body processes. They include carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. These nutrients are important because they provide the body with the building blocks needed for growth and development, as well as energy for daily activities. Carbohydrates are the body's main source of energy. They are essential for proper function of the brain and nervous system, as well as maintaining blood glucose levels. Protein is important for building and maintaining tissue and for providing energy. It is also involved in the production of enzymes and hormones, as well as in the transportation of nutrients throughout the body. Fats are essential for providing energy and for the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins. They also play a role in cell structure and communication, as well as in production of hormones. Sustainable exercise programs. It's not realistic and sustainable for most people to spend an hour per day exercising. In addition, not all body types are ready for the same level of stress. Having a basic understanding for exercise science can help you become more efficient and successful in reaching your fitness goals. For example, lifting weights, if done properly, can be a more effective way to burn calories than running, and doing sit-ups won't target body fat. With all this being said, what should you do if you come across a task or high risk factor or are experiencing physical discomfort? The first step is to notify your lead or manager. It is important to note that when these things fail to be reported, they can lead to severe injury and loss of time at work. Reporting immediately is highly recommended. Even if you believe nothing can be done, or it's just a small discomfort that'll go away, there may be something that can be done for you. It's always better to say something than to be quiet. If you are watching this, you likely have an ergonomic and injury prevention specialist at your site at least once per week. Work with your manager to schedule a time to be seen. In addition to ergonomic improvements and physical discomforts, we may be able to help you with preventative diet and exercise suggestions. In summary, ergonomics is an important part of workplace design. It's based on the principle that work environments, tools, and processes should be designed to match the needs and capability of the user. Having access to an injury prevention specialist can be very beneficial to you and the company. Make sure you take full advantage. That concludes today's educational training session. Thank you for attending.